So this is my haul, the selection of spiders I picked up from the Northern Invertebrate Show. Got some nice new tweezers. These were from NeoRep, I believe. Yeah, I mean, you can never go wrong with some tweezers, and these were quite nice. Always need more tweezers. So the first thing I'll show you is this absolutely gorgeous Hogna carolinensis, suspected female from Steph Beresford. Thanks, Steph. Oh, don't want that to happen. Get back in. She is stunning. Pleased to have her. It'd be nice to have a male. Let's try breeding these because they're lovely trues. I've got a few Hognas now. So I've got Lenta, Pine Giants and Maderiana as well. So that's a nice addition. The next thing I got from Spider Planet or Emile is a Thrixopelma species Cusco, which has actually just been classified as Thrixopelma Kimray-Korsaki, I think. I may have got that species name wrong there, but I will be updating these labels regardless. So, as some of you know, I am an absolute Thrixopelma junkie. They are my favourite species, and this spider is not disappointing. Absolutely gorgeous. Still quite small. A lot of the coloration isn't coming out quite yet. But from pictures I've seen online and a friend of mine who's got an adult female, it should get quite blue legs with an orangey carapace. So yeah, nice. There's also a molt in this tub, so I'll fish that out later and try and sex that. Because if this turns out to be a male, I've got a friend who's got an adult female, so I might be dropping him a little message. So the next freebie I got off our Steph is this Phormictopus auratus, unsexed juvie. She said she suspects it might be female, but again, like, gorgeous spider. This gold coloration is not quite as popping as my individual, so I'm wondering if this girl might be, girl or boy, might be due a molt soon. But anyway, still lovely. If this turns out to be female, I've got a juvenile male, so that'll be a nice little future breeding project. The next collection isn't a purchase, but a collection. I have got back my mature male G. Irengi, Ramostola Irengi. Oops. Now this boy has been to a few different females now. I mean, as you can see, he is a big boy. He matured almost a year ago now, so he is getting on a bit. But I'm hoping he's still got, you know, maybe a year, maybe a bit more longer left in him. Mature male Grammostolas seem to be fairly long-lived compared to other species. And I've got a female here who has already been paired with a male, but I would like to try again with him as well. So the next editions of Mr. Wileman is Syricosmus Perez Millesi. These are adult females, I believe. And you can just see her little butt poking out there. I don't want to disturb her too much because I actually wonder if she might be coming into pre-molt. Hello. Yeah. So my reasons for thinking that is this nice big plump abdomen, and her legs are, you see how they're like quite skinny, getting quite dark. That could be an indication of pre-molt coming up, so I'm going to quickly pop that lid back on, and she's going to go somewhere quiet, and I shall see what she does. The next off Mr. Wildman is a Seriocosmus cellatus. Now, I don't have this species in my collection. I've got quite a few Seriocosmus species, but I don't have cellatus. So to get an adult female is nice. So they're quite similar to the Oro Negro in their black coloration, but Oro Negro have a black carapace rather than this sort of rusty orange colour. But yeah, this is a nice spider. I'm happy I got this. It was a bit of an impulse purchase. Nice and quick. I mean, if you compare the abdomen size to the Perez Molessi I just showed you, like, this is much more smaller, and the legs are a bit more chunkier. But yeah, I'm happy with that. They can stay in those containers because, I mean, they're absolutely tiny. They don't really need to go into anything bigger than that. The next addition is a P. murinus MM Kigoma from Mr. Grennan. In there, looks like it's trying to make a little house with the toilet paper, so I'll get this rehoused ASAP. It's all scrunched up, hiding, but it's definitely okay. I don't want to start poking it because it'll start running, and I can't be dealing with that this morning. The next edition from Maxwell on the group is an adult female Aphonopelma C. Manni. Now, these are one of my favourite spiders. Like, I know they're quite a basic beginner spider, but they're just beautiful. Like, who can't enjoy the look of this? The little tan-coloured spinnerets at the back here. Oh, just beautiful. So she'll be getting rehoused into a 30 by 30 enclosure later today. Now, the next editions I was really happy about because I've been looking for some of these for quite some time, and I saw them on Bugnut's table as unsexed Holothele longipes. So the first time I saw them in the morning, I just kind of like walked past them and thought, oh, they're unsexed, there's no point, I need mature males. And then towards the end of the show, I thought I would go and have a look at them and see if my spidey sense was tingling and if any of them looked like males. And lo and behold, I picked two up, and two of them had hooked out. You can't really see their, I mean, these are quite fast little buggers. So you can just see you can't really see their emboli, but they're definitely there, both of them. So that is going to be a nice project because my huge adult female molted in January. So I think this will be a good opportunity for pairing. So there you can just see the emboli at the end of the pedipalps there. And I've been wanting to pair. I really want to pair this species just because I think they're really, I just think absolutely gorgeous. I mean, even the males are just stunning. Small though, the females are surprising for a dwarf species. They're surprisingly quite big. I mean, my female's got to be, you can't really see her because, well, there's no point showing you because I've got no lighting on. She's buried at the back there, and she's good, you know, I'd say she's probably about bigger than 4 inches. Okay, and the last spider to show you is something I've been looking for a long time, and I got this from Creatures from the North. Is a Pseudophalopus species Kurzhaar, subadult female. Now, if this hooks out, guys, I'm coming after you. So there she is. Absolutely, possibly one of my favourite Pseudophalopus species. I have a male. The male is probably about double the size of her, but he's been kept quite cool. So I'm going to try and grow her up to at least get a bit bigger for pairing in the future, because that would be fantastic. I'd absolutely love to be able to breed these, because they're just, I don't know what it is about them. It's this sort of light grey, steely grey coloration I just think is absolutely beautiful. They're great eaters. The other Pseudophalopus I've got the species blue and the Columbia. The species blue I find is a bit of a tricky eater. They don't tend to eat a lot. The Columbia slings I've got gannets, but the larger slings, young juvies, are again quite slow to eat. But the Pseudophalopus I've got, literally, like every single time you offer it food, it will eat it. I can't really compare on the growth rates because my Columbia have been growing relatively quickly. The species blue, the slings have been growing slow, but my adults have been molting like every few months, which is quite strange. But anyway, yes, so I've got a few new additions to my collection. And that's all, guys. Bye.